Hey folks, good day everyone. It's obviously super exciting to have everyone right here and right now in this vibrant scenery in Dubai where multiple events are running concurrently, a lot of industry relevant proceedings are happening, and I'm excited that you guys have joined me for this occasion. Just a point of order here. We've got the timer going on because I really don't want you to miss out on the lunch. I know that I'm one of the last ones before. And just a full disclosure here, right? I'm speaking on behalf of two businesses. One is basically an internal startup of a bigger organization, which is an infrastructure, digital banking infrastructure as a service provider with licensing and tech footprint across most of the continents and serving 60 crypto, non-crypto, fintech businesses all across the world. A lot of them are choosing Dubai for their base. That's why I'm very excited to join you. I see some of our prospects and future clients there in the crowd as well, so I really appreciate you joining me. And just a full disclosure, I'm joining you just last week from the series of events that have happened. It just so happened that our in-house startup called Vbanq, which we're now promoting on that startup zone in the beautiful Crypto Expo, has won the Dubai stage of World Startup Cup, they call it, and we're going to San Francisco in October. And that mandate, which I'm going to go into, I just wanted to provide a bit more color about what's going on here, right? So the title is a bit convoluted, a bit of a mouthful, and I've actually added to the complexity. I've added the second line there, right? It's crypto at the crossroads, degening, quasi-cash, real-world use cases, wipe financing, or digital peel. Now, I mean, it's very internet-based type of thing, right? I've mentioned about the dual mandate, right? So Vault, we're an infrastructure business based primarily out of Dubai and licensed all across the world. We deliver trifecta of the following services: crypto as a service, banking as a service, cards as a service. This will become relevant to the topic, but I really wanted to sort of understand exactly. I wanted to start off with some sound bites. You guys probably know Vbanq. You know that these guys are doing outrageous predictions around the Christmas time. So the crypto market is going up, right? Altcoin season is about to begin. So for crypto people, and we're a crypto conference, it's basically like Christmas come early, right? So, and I'm following a panel on AI, so I made the lazy way. I've asked ChatGPT about some outrageous predictions for crypto going forward. And let's just go real quick through what we've got here, right? So I just want to do the following framework, right? We'll go through the ChatGPT-generated predictions, and we'll see whether it's happening right now. So, and a central bank monopoly and money creation. Not entirely the money, but we've already got the parallel financial system there going on. That's why there's a green check mark. I'd say it's a done deal. Banks will become obsolete as custodian and lenders. Well, we're right in the middle of it. I'm not here to take money from the take the lunch from the bank's tables, but that's happening. Hyper-financialization of everything? Yeah. Real-world assets, tokenization of everything, hyper-liquid markets, it's happening at the moment. Nation-state issue their own blockchains and censor others. We're not quite there yet. We're getting closer with CBDC, but we're not quite there in terms of censoring. But I would be afraid that this is one of the powers that nation-states can yield. We'll be getting there. Complete disintermediation of stock markets, pipe dream, not happening anytime soon. Decentralized identity credit systems and private credit bureaus, not really. Moody's still around, and they've just made a splash in the market by downgrading the US. The death of banking secrecy, folks, does anyone believe in it anymore? I mean, we're done with that. So that has already happened. It's not even an outrageous prediction anymore. Universal basic income via crypto airdrops, well, I would take it for, I would apply spin there. I would say crypto airdrops as universal basic income, as cynical as it sounds. Sorry. Corporate currencies rival national ones. Now, this is something very interesting. We're actually getting there. I do believe we will be getting back into the Middle Ages of the money creation, where the big corporate actors will actually create their own money systems. Supranational crypto legal jurisdictions emerge. Come on, we're in Dubai, right? We're getting there. We're right in the middle of it. However, it's not all ChatGPT and AI driven, right? We are neatly positioned right in the middle of the crypto industry and banking industry. We work with hundreds and hundreds of businesses all across the world. We deliver real-world use cases, and we see the adoption firsthand. So I'm going to go with you. Take that on record if you want a soundbite. Crypto media people, do it. I'm going to go with the full. We are a Visa and MasterCard principal member. We're issuer or across the globe in 3 jurisdictions, and I'm going to go with bold prediction. The Visa and MasterCard will go extinct, not just because I don't love doing business with them. I love it. But if you look at the main use case, especially in the crypto space for card schemes, Visa and MasterCard, that's actually cashing out stablecoin, right? And since you've got the stablecoin, why do you need an intermediary? And if you want a proof, it was last year when USDT on Tron surpassed Visa transactions. So I would say it's already happening. And right now, the main utility for card schemes is just delivering stablecoin to the underbanked and unbanked populations of the world, with making massive splashes in regions like Europe. Europe is becoming way more financially restrictive. Another outrageous prediction of your own. Your next fintech, crypto, unicorn, big bank is not going to be your Standard Chartered, HSBC, Revolut, or whatever. It's going to be one of those guys. It will be a Ronaldo-branded payment card available to his fans all across the world. Taylor Swift wallet, or whatever. I'm not paying Taylor Swift on it. I would love to land her, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Or Amitabh Bachchan Bank. I mean, this guy's already all over the place with his endorsements. It's actually really just the next step in his business evolution. Why is that important? It took Revolut 3 years to get to 1 million users. These guys, when they launch their own fintech product, they'll get there in a matter of months. And why is it important? Because every business out there is amalgamation of 2 things, technology and distribution. Technology is taken care of by the guys like us. These guys have got all the distribution. So we'll be getting there. Your next big fintech unicorn is a celebrity KOL-endorsed wallet and or fintech operator. Well, that's an obvious one. If you're launching a utility token, don't. Unless you're attaching it to the system where your utility token could be used either as a staking to provide for discounts or as a means of liquidation, so connection to the real-world utility. We're already seeing it. Every big token out there, top 5, top 20, top 10, they're getting into the card space. They're launching their own branded or non-branded cards. They're just throwing in some quick reference of the project that we launched just a couple of days ago. They're not even on their branded card program, but they're already getting there. And they see that because they know that the future is with the amalgamation of crypto and fintech. In short, every fintech business will become crypto. Every crypto business will become fintech. So we're done with the outrageous predictions. I've got 3. So ChatGPT, I would bet that I would be more correct in the space of just half of years than the ChatGPT one, though we were in agreement, in alignment on some of those. But why is that so? Since we're at the crypto conference, let's take a look at the way the environment, the external world looks at us, right? Anyone that works with crypto knows there's 3 letters and 4 digits. It's MCC 6051. Show of hands, who knows what we're talking about? Wow. I was actually genuinely expecting more, but appreciate that. So you would be aware that every time you pay with your card, the card transaction is registered in the card scheme systems under merchant category code, the classification system for the type of transaction, right? So American Airlines have got their own MCC. Travel agencies, they got their own MCC. Supermarkets have got their own MCC, right? So this is how card schemes, Visa, MasterCard, Amexes of this world record and account for transactions. If you buy crypto now, globally, do you know what's shown on your bank statement, on your card statement? It's MCC 6051. And the official description of that MCC is quasi-cash instruments. So almost like something resembling a surrogate of a cash. And guess who was in a cash-intensive or cash-first business? A quick pop culture reference, I know you know it, Tony Soprano, right? With all the ramifications going with it, right? So why is that so? The second chart, right? It's not just because the fiat systems sees crypto somewhat unfavorably. They look at it as if it was a competitor or alternative to cash. It's also because the industry hasn't done good enough job to get rid of those self-contained narratives and hazy acronyms. Degening, I mean, can you imagine anyone out there, like a person in India or someone in Africa facing financial restriction from their central bank that can't cash out their own national currency, when they use stablecoin, are they degening? Would they ever refer to themselves doing degening? Never, ever. That's degrading. Web 3 versus Web 2? I mean, what are we, right in the middle of the next conclave, choosing another pope? It's like, what the hell are we talking about? Like all this numbering and so on. Real-world assets, again, by the way of implication, we're saying that the crypto is something detached, something like pie in the sky type of situation, and there are real-world assets that need to be brought into there. So even though, again, I'm firmly rooted in both crypto and banking space, professionally, business-wise, and otherwise, I oppose that, and I believe that's a major, major drag and hindrance on the development of the industry and infrastructure. I'm not even going through the DPing, DPoS, proof of work, Oracle, token standards. Give us all a break, please. The beauty and the next wave of adoption, really, is not in those complicated acronyms. It's not in the complicated and convoluted technology. It is really difficult and oftentimes confusing to create a complicated thing. The beauty of the next wave of solutions is in simplicity. Real-life use cases that are easy to launch, use, and deliver. And we're already seeing that with stablecoin adoption across the world in retail use cases, corporate use cases, and we've built two businesses, the infrastructure and the direct-to-consumer business around it. And I got to brag, we're making a killing. In terms of the real-world use cases, I was strolling around the DWTC yesterday in search of inspiration. I just went into the DWTC Dubai metro station. By the way, beautiful, obviously, right? And I've looked at this picture, and this, for me, is the heart of that simplicity and adoption thing, right? So we've got two situations, right? There's an escalator, upwards and downwards, and there's stairs. I was the only person who did stairs. I love complications. I'm in crypto as well, right? And banking. That's like a double whammy there. So I believe that in order for the next wave of crypto and fintech products to really go after real-life adoption and mass adoption, we got to keep that metaphor in mind. We got to optimize for escalator, not the stairs. We got to make it real easy for folks to use and benefit from those services. And this is our mission. Our mission at Volt, which is our one-stop shop infrastructure provider across crypto as a service, banking as a service, cards as a service, is to power and empower you and your ideas. You are the next wave of the entrepreneurs. You are visionaries. You want to make sure that you've got a stake in what's happening in the future. And that's exactly what we're allowing you through the ease and straightforward nature of access to our infrastructure across banking as a service, cards as a service, and crypto as a service. Again, just my favorite trifecta. I honestly coined the whole thing, banking, cards, crypto. And it's like make America great again for me. I'm mindful of the time, so we're just going to just highlight as to why is it so important, right? The neobanks, and why those guys, the KOLs, the influencers, the Ronaldos of this world will launch their own neobanks, is because neobanks, digital banks first, have proven to be the best businesses out there in terms of fintech. They're showing the best multiples. They're showing real-life use cases, universal adoption, and they're the biggest cash cows and revenue generators, right? But it's inherently difficult to launch a neobank, right? It's CapEx, OpEx intensive. Licensing is hard to come by. Good talent is hard to come by. You got to get into the whole regulatory situation. So someone has to make it easier, way easier for you. And that's exactly what we're doing, right? We are here to deliver the industry's leading go-to-market timings. We basically allow most of the card programs and straightforward digital banking products to get launched anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Well, that is if you don't require Visa approval for the dedicated design, then it's a bit longer. Comprehensive infrastructure support all across the globe. More bang for your buck. Just value is the name of the game. It's customizable and it's data-driven, right? This is where we are. This is our global footprint. We are in a startup zone with our direct-to-consumer digital banking product called Vbanq, which is a byproduct of our infrastructure business called Volt. We're Dubai-based and globally licensed this with US, Canada, UK, EU, and so on and so forth. Just a quick rundown. And that would be us. Thank you very, very much. And the concluding thought is yet another inspiration from Dubai Metro System. I saw this guy who I think barely even spoke English, but he's got the beautiful message on his t-shirt. But not doing banking, cards, and crypto will never give you a chance. So let's get that chance right into our hands. Thank you very much. You deserve your break.